Welcome back to my channel. We're playing some Vampyr. Now I found in chapter 2, or act 1, Blackmail in Whitechapel. So just jump in from there and see what's going on. So the background of this game is you're a doctor also turned a vampire in Victorian times in England, London, and we're gonna find out why we're a vampire and who done this to us, pretty much. Right, okay, so after a long loading screen, we're now in Whitechapel. What's our objective? It's blackmail in Whitechapel. So yeah, we play as DR.Reid. I'm only level 10 at the moment. Only really started playing it the other day. So where are we? Yep. So blackmail in Whitechapel, putting an end to a blackmail plot against Lady Ashbury, who's also a vampire. Right, so I'm currently playing on Xbox One here. Now this bit here, I remember I got stuck on this bit a few times because they're just a higher level than I am at the moment. 12. Where am I have to go this way? 10. I'll have to fight them anyway, so.
Look at it! Vicious bugger!
Just trying to think him out, he's like the main guy in this gang sort of thing. Try to get him out of the way first.
Eat this!
Hey man, I want to see if I can change my offhand. Have I got any bullets in this here? Well, have I? Some days. Reload.
We have to stop it!
So I'm making this here, I'm getting more blood, so it makes me use my vampire abilities, which are helpful. Especially the guys with guns. Happy days, happy days. Just let's see if I can get anything off these guys. You know what? There's actually more guys up here. And they're certainly some of the right guys I thought I had a fight with there. Oh god.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye. The guards recruit more and more every year.
Best turn around if I were you. Go on! Off you trot!
Is there no way I can just get by these guys?
I'd step back, sir. Step away, sir.
He's got the pomade on.
He's mine! I'll take him!
saw some like a, I don't know, that's almost like a spike. Or a spear, sorry, a spear. The healing. Ah, awesome. Thank God, I actually might beat this guy. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Yeah, so might just be able to go past this area now. Oh, it's upper days, I think, yeah. Gotta get through this too, yeah.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Right, there's gonna be a hydrant nearby, so we should find that because it will help. Oh well, that's it there now. So it's in the other. It's on the other side. Yep.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it! Me? I'll not die in some piss stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Should I actually check the medical?
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
Oh, I have got medicine. The water government.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave for him.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Sick and suffering.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm DR.Reid, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just failed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
Yes. Sounds like shell shock. I've seen a few cases like yours. This is nothing you should be ashamed of, Benjamin. And it's perfectly natural in your situation.
I'm not ashamed. I just need my pills. Peace and quiet, that's all.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Trap.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife.
Perhaps you could focus.
I'm sick, broke, on my son.
Trying to skip through this. See anything you can tell me useful.
A gun?
Wait.
Me? I'll not die in some piss stinking alley.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way.
Ah, my brother has spoken of...
Do you know...
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she...
Tell me, who...
The region itself is something to see.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid.
Is there anyone...
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt.
I'd like to see what kind of...
That there helps me with the sort of like a health medicine. Coughing.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
You know what? No, just I'll tell you on.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
I have to go around the back or something? So around the back, maybe.
It's locked, all right.
There's Dorothy Fearon over there. I'm not sure. Maybe go out this door.
Strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Okay, so these guys. This glass don't want enemies about because
Cheap price, good quality.
gonna be a
Come on,
hassle, like.
take a look. Don't be afraid.
No man. What's this guy?
Excuse me, sir.
Another journalist?
I'm not a journalist.
A doctor, you say?
Really? But still,
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most.
may I ask? According to you,
Not familiar with this.
this part of town does have...
Totally. Look,
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her.
Could you please...
She's a nice girl.
Goodbye.
Wait, let's see. Include in there. Maybe nice there. Put that in there. The priest. Might know some.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my
I am Dr.
a scientist.
What do you mean?
All scientists.
Quite a job.
But you are.
I am. What do you mean? Quite a...
But you,
Well,
as a doctor,
what do you mean?
the beast is finally revealed.
Really?
We must fight that it.
What is left?
Cleansing.
Tell me, Tobias. What exactly is your plan concerning...
God will recognize his own.
Purification by fire has proved useful.
Your lack of faith is.
You're mad. And
My son, if you think
Joseph,
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's.
have you any friend?
No.
You sent him on some...
As a true believer,
Where did you...
I sense.
Do you...
I don't. So,
Why do you...
before.
What do you mean?
All
Quite... Well, what do you...
Maybe we will not be involved in them.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reid, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Just robbing him, man. Taking his stuff. Fair enough, let's see what he has. What's in here? I just get by it. Sweet. Yeah, I just talk to him.
Even my dreams are soaked with...
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day.
Speaking of which,
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things.
forgive my bluntness, young.
Why should I?
This place is awful, I agree.
That's exactly what my father says.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things.
So that's why you stay at home all...
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Doc.
Do you know Nurse...
Yes, I know her.
Goodbye, young man.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
It's enough life for me. Not that.
It's locked, all right.
Right, nothing up here now.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Where's my money? It's hard to believe, but this district has always...
You again?
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
I've always put my son's interests above everything.
You really love your son.
He's my pride and joy.
Do you have any...
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side.
Since the criminal nature of you...
No one will ever take my son away from me.
Goodbye.
Welcome, sir.
I am Dr. Reid.
Doctor?
Have you...
Nurse Cra...
So she's trying to help her...
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name.
That doesn't explain.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical support.
How is business?
It's not...
As
Where you...
violent.
Where in the club?
See some of the
Have you
conversations
been-
on
No.
this, like, it's just useless, like, so I just get through them. So I don't waste the time talking to them.
Goodbye.
That's him.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, I'm...
Dr. Reid.
Why are the news...
There's a war going on.
If no one stops it, this epidemic...
Yes. This is...
Have you any idea...
I've had to run and hide more than once from...
I'm convinced there is more.
Really?
What does a journalist do?
He goes where none of his colleagues...
So you risk your life?
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many...
That's quite honorable of you. But is the...
Not at all, sir. And...
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of...
I'm afraid one of the nurses...
Ah, could...
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist.
I don't know much about the man.
He has no
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Mithercott, who sometimes comes by.
Where can I find...
He spends most of his time lurking...
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Goodbye, Mr. Dupp.
Part of that Sierra. Find the mailbox.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. I cannot enter.
Of course. Should I go away and go free? Right, actually, I don't have to go that way. Aye. There must be a there. Or it could be a door, maybe. Nope. Ah, listen, boys. Ah, you bastard. I could die here actually. Oh, fuck's sake. my god, are you actually serious? Right, so I'm gonna end it here. Just this has been Vampyr. Just really just a video to do, just to put on my channel really. But thanks for watching, and see you next time.